Welcome everyone to the Man Show. No, the Friday Night BS Show. No ladies tonight, so we're going to do our best not to get in trouble tonight on the show. We will do our
I
best.
give it 2 minutes.
We should do a poll. How long it'll take before John says something wrong? It will be me probably at first. Kevin, we had the special show for him a couple weeks ago. He sat on the couch. He's gotten better. But Bruce, the Long Ranger, he can go on the. He could take the wrong path at times. What are we going to talk about today, guys? We got weird news. I had to do this because we've talked about this. Every guy has brought up this thing here. It's a baby brand drops a breast milk flavored ice cream. Are you curious? Have you had that conversation, Kevin? Have you asked your buddies that had kids, like, hey, what's that taste like?
No.
You never had that conversation?
No.
Wow. Brucey, no one's ever asked you, hey, what does it taste like? Wow, what's wrong with you guys? I've always had someone ask me over the years when I wasn't having any kids, but Trina was having the kids, and I remember all my buddy, what does it taste like? What does it taste like? So now you'll know. You'll be able to get out there and taste it.
I don't know.
I mean, it'd be worth the taste. I think they're going to do well. I think they're going to do well. I think there's enough guys out there that want to taste that ice cream. Go ahead, Kevin.
I don't like milk. I don't like milk.
Oh, yeah, that could be a problem. If you don't like milk,
you're lactose intolerant,
it should be okay. I mean, I don't know. Is that
lactose free?
I no, because I think it has lots of lactose.
Is it 2%?
Yeah,
low fat.
Yeah. No, it's just that babies can eat it because they have the enzymes to break it down in their stomach. We lose that as we age out of being a baby.
Yeah. We'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. The most searched.
How it is, Johnny. do a review.
You can tell Bruce. Don't tell me.
Yeah. I'll tell you. We'll do it on the air. I'll see if I can get it and deliver it to the house here. The most.
Are you gonna eat it on the air?
Eat it on the air. See what it tastes like. I never got to taste it. I didn't really want to go there, and I don't think she would have appreciated me.
Take a milkshake out of it, John, so you can kind of get
when you said 2%, I just automatically pictured some guy stealing breast milk out of a pump and putting some water in it to dilute it a little bit to get 2%.
Yep.
The most searched sex position by state. I was a little surprised. I was surprised what the winner was, but then I kind of wasn't surprised what the winner was.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I have a joke for this one.
I added a new one too because I thought, this show, we got the other topic is the top 6 questions asked on Google. We're going to dig into that one as well. And then I had another one. I want to make sure I get that other one right. We did this one by states. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it right here somewhere. Study reveals the most searched sex positions by state. We're going to do that one. 35 pop culture sex terms and sexual slang. So I want to put you guys to the test to see if you know what some of these slang words are that the hip kids are using today, Bruce and Kevin. I'm going to do that. Yeah. We all have those ones that we grew up with, you know what I mean? That we know. And some of them that you have to kind of almost pull out. Fam Bam. What is up? LGF. That's right. We are. That is Mr. Art. So we're going to dig into the ice cream one here. Weird news. Baby brand drops a breast milk flavored ice cream as moms admit they already had the real thing. No shit, they did. Get pumped. It says, this is how the article says, get pumped. Popular baby brand Frida is releasing a breast milk flavored ice cream to celebrate the launch of the new Frida Mom 2-in-1 manual breast pump. So they're promoting a breast pump and the ice cream together. So hopefully I don't have to buy the breast because I don't need a breast pump. So, but you get the ice cream as part of the promotion.
Is this just a kit to make homemade?
Oh, that is a $1 million idea right there. That is a $1 million idea. Just send out breast pumps to every pregnant mom out.
We need to invent a breast pump / ice cream maker.
Oh, I got 10 grand on that. I'll invest 10 grand in that. Bruce, you invest some money in that. I think it would be a seller. No, we don't have any Frank's not here, and Julian didn't make it tonight. The new frozen treat will answer the questions many wondered. See, many have wondered, but are too scared to find out. What does breast milk taste like?
I can just see you at the cash register scanning that sucker through with the gas.
I would probably be eating it.
They're looking at like, what a perv, man.
That's an Amazon purchase.
I don't think Amazon delivers ice cream.
Deliver it.
I don't think Amazon delivers ice cream. It might be a little melted.
Instacart, sorry.
Yeah.
No, they do because it's kind of linked to Save Mart. So Save Mart or Safeway or one of those stores is linked to Amazon when you order fresh food. So it comes from the local store by you, but it's through Walmart. So yeah, you could probably get that mysterious box of breast milk you don't want anybody to know about,
Just like buy like Whole Foods or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. When you ordered that penis enlarger kit, Bruce, it didn't come in a box. It was hidden in the box, so nobody knew.
The kit. What are you talking about?
Didn't need the kit.
It's a do-it-yourself.
Just so for you people out there, they wanted to make sure everyone understood that this is not actual breast milk. So that the USDA would not approve the real breast milk. Like, did you at any point in time think this was real breast milk? No, it's impossible. They can't.
Nothing is real.
They're all, man.
It's all artificial flavors, man.
You never know.
But somebody had to taste it first to know. The mixologist had to get that flavoring right. You know what I mean?
Somebody had to taste it a lot.
Someone had to taste it a lot.
You get a bunch of nursing mothers in there,
Oh, Kevin, fucking blind screen test.
We do it with cows. We could do it with human women too.
Yeah.
Not that we should, but we could.
No, we should.
So does all breast milk taste the same?
Good question. I wondered that myself because there's no way because it's whatever she's eating throughout the day is influenced on what that is going to taste like. Because that's why they say that they're not supposed to like drink alcohol, right? Because alcohol, would probably so. Yeah, the ice cream is fortified. It is formulated with
we are not the three guys to be answering these questions.
Yes, we are. Yes, you are. Bertha, would you try, Bertha? Would you try some breast milk ice cream? I think I'm going to give it a try just to get that taste. It's not fortified the same with the same nutritions found in breast milk, including omega-3 fats, carbs, and energy-boosting lactose, as well as vitamins such as iron, calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin B, and zinc. So you're not getting what doesn't ice cream have some of those already in them?
Depends on what it's made of.
Yeah. I mean, ice cream's got to have, vitamin B, vitamin D. It's probably got some zinc in it. I don't know if it has any irons or whatever vitamins that could possibly be in breast milk. But breast milk is trending. It's a new trend. So people are curious. Kids are curious what breast milk tastes like.
Society continues the downhill march.
Studies show 70% of women have tried their own breast milk. Are you surprised by that number? No. Bruce, are you surprised that 70% of the women have tried their own breast milk?
Well, I guess see if the temperature's right,
Temperature? What the fuck?
Most of them pump it. A lot of the women pump it and store it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, but they like do it on their wrist to see if it's hot or not. They're not like,
Yeah. Pop, pop. Yeah, no,
Hey,
yeah.
that's each his own there, Kevin.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Kevin,
Oh my God, I'm so ready to move on to our next topic of these.
Kevin's already fucked up.
Tastes like cantaloupe juice, right?
Hold on. Let me. I can see your wife grabbing her breast. Let me see your wrist. What is it? That's about right.
Gotta make sure my tongue burn my tongue.
Well, like I said, Art, I think we're right. It could taste whatever your wife's eating. So whatever she's been eating throughout the day, I'm sure that it has some way, some sort, affects the flavoring of the. What if she just drinks chocolate milk? Does it come out like chocolate milk, Bertha? Just asking for a friend.
Wow.
And 29% of men are interested in trying it. 29% of men are interested in trying the actual real breast milk, not this ice cream, but actual breast milk. 29% of men want to try it. Are you surprised by that number? Come here,
no.
Now, I figured it'd be a little higher. I was curious. She would never let me do it, but I was curious to what it could taste like.
God, get me out of here.
What's up, Frank? Hold on. I need to turn my other light on. I'm really dark, huh, guys? Hold on a second.
It's all that breast milk you're drinking.
I'm waiting for Kevin. I'm waiting for Bruce to say, "Dude, are you in black and white?"
No, that's usually Kevin.
Oh.
He's a little green and out there,
All right.
Oh my God, I can't believe that it's like a fetish thing for people.
Yeah, it is.
And,
it is.
I think it's gross.
Yeah, I think it's I don't put gross in there. I think it's weird, but not gross because your kids are doing it, so they're down for it. I mean, it's part of survival for them.
But I find like all that bodily fluid stuff gross. Like I'm not down with that.
I mean, the big question would be what percentage of women actually breastfeed versus go right to the bottle.
It has gotten, I did look that up. I had it somewhere. It has gotten less and less. But I think that has a lot to do with, what did I read in the article? That has a lot to do with more women working. So it's not like it was in the day where mom was home and, she could do the pump and do all that other stuff and breastfeed at home. So, but now a lot of women are working. It's just uncomfortable, the situation where they work. They can't really do what they have to do. So that'd be weird anyway. Of course, let's not forget who's in her. Kourtney Kardashian has admitted to drinking her own breast milk for health benefits. There we go. That's the trend. That's where it started. It started with a Kardashian, and it just influenced everyone else. Model Ashley Graham shared that she tried hers multiple times in just the last month. And Bravo Network, Paige DeSalvo revealed that she has tried Lindsay Herbert breast milk and would prefer it over other types of milk. That was a lot. Oh, so none of you guys want to buy this ice cream and give it a try?
No.
Come on, Brucey. If I buy it and send it to each one of your guys' house, you guys won't try it online live during a show?
Begrudgingly, I will.
Yeah, of course you will. Brucey will give it a try.
No, I don't do milk.
Yeah, I don't drink milk.
I mean, I don't either. But I love me some ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, it's ice cream, so it's not really milk, guys. I mean, it's not like you're drinking
it's a milk product.
Yeah, it's not like you drink
ice cream.
I don't think they make a gelato breast milk.
Ooh, well, I think I'm going to jump on Kevin's idea. I think it's a brilliant idea, and we will come out with a machine that we send. This will be called the Home Ice Cream Breast Milk Kit, and we'll send it out, and they can make their own ice cream at home, man, with using their breast milk. I think it could sell it too. I don't know if they could sell it.
Call it the Inbooberator.
Yeah.
The problem is the kid's not eating.
Just give them the ice cream, man. You got two. They got two
I don't think you're
boobs.
going to give an infant ice cream.
You got one boob for the ice cream machine and one boob for the child. So, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let's go right.
You just need a bunch of wet nurses, Bruce.
That's it. I mean, and some of them, okay.
There is a breast milk market out there.
There is a breast milk. There is a black market for breast milk out there. So,
but it's usually to feed the kids, not for the.
Hey, and then
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, they had the baby. Was it the baby food shortage or the baby powder shortage? They had the little shortage.
Formula.
Yeah, see, we could be
I
supplying.
bet most of that black market of breast milk is for feeding people's fetus.
Oh my goodness! Well, that's enough about breast milk and breast, and ice cream. Let's get right into the heart of this show. Hold on, let me open up my notes.
Well, I think we've lost everybody in the audience right now. So
no, they want this. I'm telling you, I think it's going to be.
Want this. They want this. John, I don't want this. I don't want this for other people.
Doesn't everybody want a little breast milk on their cereal? Come on, think about it. A little breast milk on your cereal. I think it'll give it that extra oomph. Let me open up the article here, guys. Get right into this. Boom, boom, boom. We are the BS show. We are the BS show. And we are going to go to, okay, there it is. All right. A study at Google data by state reveals each state's most common sexual position searches, actually common sex position searches. The nation as a whole agrees on what? What do you think the nation as a whole agree on the number one position?
Missionary.
Mr. Bruce.
Missionary.
You guys are way off, man. It is doggy style. Doggy style, guys. Doggy style.
One or the other.
I had a 50-50 shot.
You had a 50-50 shot. Doggy style is the nation as a whole agrees that doggy style, but analysts have revealed several strange, quirks across the country.
Question, John.
Yeah, I got it.
Are they asking the women or the men?
It's open. It's an open survey. This is what they did is they were able to go back and and search each state and what each state is actually asking what position they're asking. They maybe don't understand or they've never tried and they want to see what it looks like. So it could be, Bruce, it could be men or women. So, or do we need to use our pronouns? He, they, them, she, what?
I was just wondering who's answering the question, men or women?
It could be an 8-year-old for all we know.
Men might have a preferred position and women might have a preferred position.
Yeah. If you spend a lot of time scrolling your RSS feed for scientific sex news, it's okay and probably better if you don't. I don't do it, guys, because my search history is just horrible for this show.
And you delete that after a while, John, or what?
You can delete it, but who's to say Google deletes it? I mean,
that all goes into the algorithm.
That's whenever your Facebook ads start showing up.
So yeah,
Google is sitting there in a room somewhere going, "This dude is fuck."
Man, we got a perv over here, man.
This guy from Modesto, fuck.
John, you better start apologizing to the FBI.
Yeah. Oh shit! You would realize there's no shortage of studies and surveys addressing the most popular positions. Similar, we learned time after time that when it comes to porn searches, geographic plays a role in determining what people like to watch while they tug their tamales. That's what he wrote. I didn't say it. This is not my saying. As they tug their tamales.
So we're going to use it.
Yeah, we're using it, and I think we kind of addressed this on a show too. How things can be different no matter where you're at in this part of the United States, and how freaky you are or what type of porn you enjoy watching? Do you think that it really does come down to where you at in the United States, Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah, huh? Do you
Yeah,
think
because
do
people are
you think
fucking weird, man.
yeah, but there's weirdos everywhere. So you think like the people that live in New York City are going to have freakier searches than say the person that lives in Rhode Island?
Nope. I'm gonna. I'll tell you what it is, John, because I know what
Yeah,
it is, because I know
yeah.
with this data. Son of a
What
bitch.
the fuck are you looking for,
Do it on
Kevin?
it, Kevin.
I dropped a dirty vape coil into my carpet.
It's like, I mean,
Ah,
is Kevin doing the tamale thing already
I
there?
thought
Or
he
what?
was. I thought he was tugging his tamale, man. Put
um,
your
it,
tamale away.
so it's based on like the amount of like conservative religion there is in the state.
Oh, that
Like the
is
more the
true.
conservative religion there is, the freakier the sex searches get because it's all repressed.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. But but wouldn't you think? Do you think that the
Now he looks like
what the fuck? I don't want to see your tamale. Put your tamale away, Kevin. He's doing hip thrust over there,
All right.
Bruce. He's doing hip thrust. Oh my god.
wow,
Yeah,
on live TV.
yeah. We don't need you. We got Kevin.
God
Yeah.
dang. Woo.
Damn, he's got
That
a little ball
that was
sweat on his
quick,
forehead
Kevin.
right
3
there.
seconds, man.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
were you
Because
watching?
you think like, well, you would think like someone that comes from, say, the Bible Belt would be more curious in his searches when he's, looking into, sex positions or what they
There's a
are.
lot of Googling of soaking going on.
Yeah. We're going to get into that one too. By mining Google's AdWords data at the state level and breaking it down by the sex positions, we were able to determine not just how Americans like to bump uglies, but this guy that wrote this, he's down. He's using some key phrases. But how often they turn to the web for inspiration, and that's it. Because really, you don't go to dad and go, "Hey, dad, I've been trying this move. You got a new move?" You can't go to would you ask your buddy for a new move, Kevin? You
No.
felt if you felt like you were having.
But they'd tell me unprompted. They'd be like, man, hey, check it out.
Check this out. I tried this last night with the
It was
pinky finger,
wild, man. It was wild.
and then you try it, and your old lady's like, "What the fuck are you
It was in
doing,
his
It's
basket
usually on
hanging
the
from the
couch night.
ceiling, and it was spinning.
Where do you think you're bringing your hand? Keep your hand where it belongs. Bang Ganger. Yes, doggy style is number one. That is the number one position, most desired position to Americans is the doggy style.
Yeah, sit and spin. Make sure you reinforce the ceiling and get it into a stud.
Yeah. Women on top was the most popular term in a majority of the southern, western, and northern eastern states. Kevin, surprised by that one?
Southern,
Right?
Western, and
Yeah.
Northeastern.
Yeah, southern, western, and northeastern states. Doggy style, number one.
Because you're cowgirls.
You got your cowgirl there.
They're used to riding the horse. Giddy up.
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
You grab her ponytail and you call her by another girl's name and hold on for the
I can tell
ride.
my joke now. John, can I tell my
Yeah.
joke?
Go.
Why don't they do reverse cowgirl in Alabama?
I think I just gave didn't I? Grab her ponytail and call her the wrong name and hold on.
If you never turn your back on family.
Oh, you never turn your back on family. Oh, I have. Oh, doggy style number one in those states, which was pop. Oh, where I lost my place here. Doggy style, which was again popular everywhere, was. I'm trying to get the. I remember was split between doggy and women on top. So women on top and doggy is pretty much number one across the United States. So, does that make us lazy? Kevin, Bruce?
Well, it's nice. Let them do the work.
See, we are how far into the show? 24 minutes in, and Bruce got the first.
Not everybody.
Good night, everybody.
They think it's easy, moving your hips every 3 seconds, like 100 times.
Oh, all right.
I think they both point to our laziness because, like,
I think they
doggy
do.
style's pretty easy for the woman, and on top is easy for the guy.
Yeah.
We're both looking for the easiest way to get through it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. All right, here we go. We learned that folks in New Jersey and Massachusetts are aggressively generous lovers. So, ladies, get ready.
Are they throwing, make it rain as they're having sex or what?
I don't know. And missionary are doing it their own thing. So they I guess they're generous lovers. Of course, one of these studies wouldn't be complete without some true weirdness. We saved the best for last. There were a few terms that, while not popular enough to appear in a nation statewide list, were popular enough in a handful of places to make you wonder what they're putting in the water out there. You ready? And if you know what these are,
I want to
raise your hand.
It might be potential vacation locations, John. Yeah.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you know what these are. Number one, the spread eagle. Does anybody know what the spread eagle is? If you know what the spread eagle is out there, oh, go ahead. Kevin, this is popular in Wyoming. Yeah, good. It's popular in Wyoming.
John.
It's popular in Wyoming. Wyoming is the only state where bondage sex position ranks in the top 5. So if you're down to clown, you want to get whooped, Wyoming is the place to go. And if you go there, you're going to get a spread eagle. And Kevin's going to tell you what a spread eagle is.
Well,
it's just when they're like holding their ankles out, like real wide to the side.
Yeah. Just like it sounds, John.
Just like it sounds.
Not much the imagination on that one.
Isaac likes the spread.
Kid shit. I mean, not literal kid shit, but like, it was an easy question.
I don't know. I'm just like picturing like either the male or female in the relationship going, let's try the spread eagle tonight. I just don't see how that comes up in natural conversation.
Oh my God. John, does the Amazon come up in this article?
Yeah, well, I'll give you the ones that they listed as the top. I think 1, 2, 3, 4 that are kind of that didn't make the list, but were weird enough to be nominated for this list. You ready? Raise your hand if you know it. The magic bullet. The magic bullet. Only in South Dakota seems to know that this is not only a sex toy, but also a fun and lazy position.
Well, I know what a magic bullet is, but I'm not sure how that comes into position.
The magic bullet is a term used when you are doing it with a pregnant woman.
Oh, really? Then I didn't know that.
Bullet. The magic bullet. Remember that.
But that's not a position. Everybody can't do that.
Yeah, that's not a position. That's just.
Well, they say right here, but also fun and lazy position is a fun and lazy position. So the magic bullet is a position friendly to pregnant women. So it's something friendly to pregnant women. So
I bet you it's on your side. I bet you it's when everybody's on their side.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, kind of like spooning.
If you guys know this one, might have to change the title of the show. Who knows what the fire hydrant is? The fire hydrant. Take a guess.
Damn, I thought I was going to be better at this. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
Only in Delaware and 6 other states have ranked in this well-known doggy style position in their top 25. While the fire hydrant is commonly termed for a street fixture used by firefighters, normally, right, it is also used as a sexual suggestion content referring to a person, buttocks, or the act of sexual intercourse. You want to get that fire hydrant going, baby?
What? I'm still not getting a picture on this.
That's what it's written. While the fire hydrant is a common term for street fixtures used by firemen, it is also used in sexual suggestion content, referring to a person's buttocks or the act of sexual intercourse. You want to get the fire?
Is it annual sex? Is what they're saying?
I guess. Yes. I mean, that's the term.
That's kind of a long way to get around.
Kevin's Googling it. Kevin's Googling it. So it's going to be
Googling it.
He's going to be in his history now.
They got a picture, Kevin?
I got nothing. I'm going to have to read. I'm going to have to do some reading.
We need to educate ourselves in these terms because this next one's kind of weird. The overpass. Who knows what the overpass is? For residents of West Virginia.
Somebody suspended?
For residents of West Virginia and 8 other states, yet pleasurable position cracked the top 25. This one cracked the top 25 when 2 partners, male and female, engage in intercourse while stretching across 2 chairs while both are face up. The overpass. Look at you guys is trying to picture it right now. How's that work?
Both face up, sprawled across 2 chairs, huh?
Yes, it's that's what it is. It's when 2 partners, male and female, engage in intercourse.
Is she like on top of him?
I don't know, dude. I'm too old to try this move. That's all I'm saying, dude. You'll stick to the overpass. I like the overpass. Tell us what the overpass. How different is the overpass to the underpass?
Trying to get a visual on this thing still.
I'm trying to picture it, and all I know is
they're across 2 chairs and they're both face up.
It's a young guy's move. I'm sorry. That's all I'm saying. It's a young guy's move. There's no way.
I would be the collapsed overpass.
Yeah. Yeah. The overpass is hard to pull off.
Wait, so are they both on the chair?
That's what it says. Yeah.
And they're both face up, Kevin.
Yeah. When 2 partners, male and female, engage in intercourse while stretching across 2 chairs while both are face up. So you're going to have to really use your mind to picture that move. Has anybody out in chat tried the overpass? Well, you have to be in one of the in the Virginia area. Are you still trying to picture it, Kevin?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think they are both looking up at the ceiling. We have to be. That's how I'm picturing it.
Well, then she's got to be she's got to be laying on him.
Well, there's 2 chairs involved, so.
Well, then.
2 partners are in intercourse while stretching across 2 chairs.
How do you know well, obviously there's 2 chairs because they create the overpass. But I mean, they can't both be laying on the chair. One's got to be laying on top of the other. And with that, I don't think the girl could be on the bottom and the guy on top because that is like not going to get any penetration that way.
Mm-mm.
So
I don't care anymore.
Kevin's like, I don't know how. I'm not trying either one of those damn things.
If they had 4 chairs, it would be an intersection.
It would be it would be a 4-way stop sign.
It
would be a 4-way stop sign, Bruce. He had all those chairs in there.
I mean, he'd be across 2 chairs. She'd be across the other 2 chairs.
I bet you this is all some like local cool guy just starting rumors, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we did the overpass.
Yeah. We did the overpass last night." Here we go. I will open this. Maybe it'll help us.
Well, it's better than the fire hydrant, I guess, right?
Yeah, the fire hydrant. You really got to talk your way into the fire hydrant. A lot of girls aren't going to let you go fire hydrant on them, but here we go. Maybe this will help. Hold on here, guys. I found something that will help us better understand.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid it's right. I'm afraid.
You got to wait for a piece of paper and stick figures to start coming out.
All right, here we go. There we go. Can you guys read that?
We know what a bullet looks like, and we know what a fire hydrant looks like.
All right, here's the overpass one. Can you guys see that one? For residents of West Virginia. See, it doesn't even tell you. Is complicated yet pleasant.
Pleasurable position.
Ranked in the top 25. So I thought maybe that was going to help us better understand what it meant, but no, it does not help.
That's not the visual we were looking for.
Yeah, that wasn't it. I'm sorry I let you guys down. Let me try Google. No, I'm not going to do that.
I already did it. There's like nothing.
Pornhub.
Pornhub. There's like always Pornhub. Oh shit! All right, hold on here. Share screen. Where we are. No, that's the bullet. We already saw the bullet. God damn it! Why is this so small?
I don't know.
That's what she said.
I don't know why they call it the bullet either.
Yeah, I don't know either why it's called that. It doesn't make any sense. I want to Google and find out exactly what they're talking about, but I'm kind of afraid to have that in my my Google history. Yeah,
there's not a lot here, John.
You're not finding anything, huh?
Like I directly Googled like overpass sex position, and it's just giving me 10 best sex positions, 15 best sex positions, and I've looked through a couple of ads. None of them say overpass in them for a position.
Yeah.
And it's
here we go.
I think it's probably local slang.
Yeah, but can you not do you turn safe search off? You're being asked if you turn safe search off. That is true. You got to shut that off, Kevin. Favorite sex position by state. Women on top. 29 of the states. 57% of us enjoy it. The woman on top. She's got to be on top. Doggy style. 18 states. 35%. So on there you go. New Jersey and Massachusetts. Face sitting. Face sitting is popular.
Yeah, I know what that is.
In New Jersey and Massachusetts. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's all I'm saying. Indiana 69 is popular. 2% of the country likes the 69er. Crisscross, Missouri. 2%. The crisscross. Kevin, will you explain what the crisscross is? Do you know what the crisscross is? See, you thought you knew it all about the positions, and you're learning tonight.
No, I'm sticking to my guns. I think this is
come back to my intersection comment there, and you'll get a visual of that.
I got the visual one you said. It made sense, but I'm trying. I think I just want to know what the overpass is here, so I'm going to do it. Why not? Let's click it here.
I mean,
the overpass sex position.
Disappointed than I was.
We have to correctly tell the audience so that if they want to try it, they know what they're trying to do, right?
Sex position.
We don't want them to hurt themselves.
I found the sex position club. It's a whole site. Sex position.
You don't want anybody out there hurting themselves by doing the overpass incorrectly.
And the overpass is, and it's asking me if I'm a man or a woman, so I'm going to say I'm a man. The sex position is listed as number 175. So here we go.
Out of how many?
Who knows?
120.
I just wonder how many positions they are if they've got numbers to them.
It is number 170.
Oh, well, that's not what I imagined.
That's not what I imagined.
I don't see a chair anywhere in this.
Chairs?
There's no chairs there that I see. There's no chairs there.
If they were in chairs, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, that I don't know where the chairs came into the play, but if this is the overpass, so sex position, that's the iron. That's the iron. This is the overpass. That is the overpass.
There's no chairs, and
there's no chairs involved.
If they're doing that in a chair, then they're pretty good.
It gets a 3-star rating by many people. So
3 stars, huh?
It got 3 stars. To carry with a good mood, smile, desire. That means protection.
Wow. You need to carry with you good mood, smile, desire. This was written by somebody from like India or like Guam.
I have no idea. I'm reading it too. I thought it was just me.
The partner sits on his mistress buttocks.
The buttocks.
Mistress?
The mistress.
But who's doing the
and
work?
completely leans forward.
But who's setting the pace?
Ooh, good. Well, if you get if the rhythm is going by looking at it, I think if you get the rhythm going, both of you.
I mean, are you rocking and rolling? You know,
This is ridiculous.
Number 175, the overpass. We officially know what the overpass is now. So
Sean,
hey,
I need you to forward me this website for research.
I'm bookmarking this research for research purposes.
Jiminy.
I need to figure out where these people are from that wrote these articles.
Would you like to go through a couple of these? Let's.
I'm curious now.
All
I
right.
mean,
Well, we got
do they have the
sex
fire
position
they
number
have the height?
176, the
Do they have-
iron. This
they
is
have
the
the fire-
iron.
The fire hydrant, John. Look for the fire hydrant.
There we go. There's the. I got 3 stars too as well. And
Looking
here
for
we
the
go.
fire hydrant, John. We want
You can get an orgasm even after one touch. Wow, it is.
But
Possible.
it is not the point. Have sex in such a manner. Do not stint the petting and emotions in this position. Where is this from?
palms are pressed to the floor, and then the main support. The man takes his daring with his hands
Darling.
against the waist, and then let's set her on the what? Oh,
I
the
need
word.
whiskey.
And he can kiss her neck in the process. Wow.
Yeah.
Even a little foreplay in that one.
This episode is sponsored by Billy.
Very descriptive.
Yeah. Look,
I
there's.
think we ran all the women off the show, John.
I don't think there's anyone left.
No, there's some curious men left.
Splitting bamboo.
Splitting bamboo.
The crisscross.
Where's Becky when we need her?
I know.
The
Normally would pop right. She would normally pop right in about right
the
now.
crisscross would make you jump, John. Oh man, yes. Let's see. I've done this one.
Oh yeah, I didn't know it had a name.
And this one actually gets 4 stars, so it's a 4-star. So
Yeah, it's
guys,
pretty
right?
work. It's a fun one.
When making love, it is essential not just to feel your male partner. Okay, yeah. Who wrote these?
And learn how to play on the strings of his body.
Ooh.
I have this weird feeling because Kevin brought up her name, but she's going to be jumping in at any moment, and I just going to feel so bad for her right now. Becky, you can hear her. Stay away from this episode of the show. It got 4 stars on Yelp. Yes, it did.
Whoa.
So, hey, we'll have to try that one out again. It's been an oldie but a goodie.
We have to be dating.
The poplar.
Oh, Jesus criminy. There's
Wow.
steps involved. There's steps involved with this
Yeah.
one.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited for the description of this one.
And I'd have to do that outside to find the steps.
Let me stop making me laugh so I can sip this bourbon real quick. Okay, guys, just hold on. Don't make me laugh.
Have steps outside on the front porch. You think they notice?
Oh, God. All right. All right. For this position, you need to find the stairs. Not only
In
have you.
principle, it can be used even in those places where there is very little space.
Oh, these are for those really small studio apartments in New York City. Not only do you have to convince her.
Strong arms for putting a handstand up.
Yeah. Not only do you have to convince her to do this move, you have to find stairs. So just keep that in mind, guys.
You can't do this move if you live in a ranch.
Yeah, you can, yeah. Don't do it.
What do they call this one? What was the name of it?
This is the
poplar.
Poplar.
Is that like for tree or what?
Like the tree.
There's the Leo, the dominant Leo. This one got 3 stars. 3 stars. How to make your work.
You better have really good fucking abs to do this.
Shit.
Go ahead, Kevin. I'll let you read.
Would you like
I'll
to
let
do
you read the
300
description.
punches?
Well, no, there's even average tavern if your cock's under 6 inches.
This position will make the man get pleasure mixed with fatigue, but you can easily pull nothing out of the pond. What does that mean?
I don't know. This guy either writes what do you call those novels that you find that women these romantic novels? I
Romance
think
novels, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the guy that writes those. The male's partner's legs are the side of the woman's, and near her waist, he holds his mistress' breast with his arms. Okay.
God, he's got every part moving in this one.
The process is completely guided by the man who needs to be developed physically well.
I'm out. I'm out.
I don't think my knees will let me do that anymore.
I'm gonna need an oxygen tank just to do this move right here.
God,
You got to strap on the back,
internet have
back
you brought
brace
us to, John?
and the knee braces and maybe some elbow pads.
I can see myself
down.
Did you have to go to the dark web to get this website to come up, John?
All right, he makes a great point. I'm going to go all the way back to 1 because
we're a long way into
number
this
1
thing. I just wonder how far it actually goes.
We have
full chart. Wow,
full chart, baby. All right, where's position 516?
Oh shit! It goes way.
Where's 1? How do I get to 1? All right, that's at home. Maybe if I hit home.
Yeah, home.
Go home. See what happens.
Hey, take us home, John.
You just scroll up and hit the 1.
There you go. 475 different ways to spice things up in your bedroom.
Okay, well we know there's 475.
Do you guys want to answer this poll question? Guys, why are you interested in sex positions? What for?
John brought it up as a topic on our show.
I don't see how I get to 1. So I don't know. I'm not going to click it 176,000 times, but I don't see how I get to 1. So we're going to stick with the higher numbers because I think the higher numbers, the lower numbers got to be just the normal stuff. I don't see how I get to number 1 without clicking it 178 times.
How did you get to the?
I just did the search and it took me here. Sex position 180. Oh, that one, God damn, I don't know.
Man, you better have a long tool for that tool.
That one, the reflection. I don't know. To look deep in her eyes while you're doing it. John phone home. I did go home. It started me back to. Here's your description. Oh,
pretty good description for that little short position there.
When you're closer, that one. I don't. What did he get as far as a rating? He got a 3. It got a 3.
That's not a good rating.
It's not a good rating.
You got to have the Sphinx. Wait, this makes a woman squirt.
Oh.
I'm getting so blocked on Facebook right now. It's not even funny. You ready? I got 4 stars, guys.
It's a 4-star, yeah.
Go ahead, Kevin. I'm going to let you read it.
Whoa, read. You are not mythical creatures. You are rather terrestrial and spiritual. But in this position, there is something that beclouds one's mind. Not only the woman's, but also her male partner's one. Oh my God. So, John, I found out why this is so weird.
Okay.
This is all like random generated. So all of these descriptions are like AI generated, and it's a random sex position generator that you have found.
Okay.
So we still don't know if that's the real overpass or not.
Hey, this one is what I would consider the overpass. I mean,
no,
it's a 69.
It's a 69. They got to be both facing up for the overpass.
This one got
they call this the pendant. Like, this is fucking bullshit.
But he's not pleasuring her in any way. It's just her.
So it's just a 6.
He's just looking straight up. So it's a 68 and a half.
This is the get me off and I'll owe you one.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, the tamer.
Oh, the tamer. I'm gonna ahead and let Kevin read the descriptions.
That one doesn't look too.
You do not need to extinguish your desire, but to kindle with words, actions, movements. When you
Yeah.
want some relaxing sex, you will accept this position. Oh my
Oh
God.
God. I'm gonna pass on that one. I'm gonna pass on that one. Oh,
Spider.
a
Ooh.
spider.
Boy,
A
you
spider,
both better
number-
be in good shape for that one.
Yeah, that one's gonna take some physical fitness right there. I mean, this is something you do with two gym people. Yeah, I don't think normal
I mean,
guys.
I mean, obviously he has to start first, but boy, she's got to figure out a way up there.
Yeah, we're off to that topic
Yeah,
because
you're gonna have to go to the gym and look for a gal who might be able to accomplish that position.
I think you're gonna need some work. All right, I'm gonna start with Kevin. Have you ever tried to experiment with someone that you thought like, okay, I'm going to try this tonight, and you got a hell no?
Of course.
Yeah. Or what the
Yeah.
hell are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. What would you like to share? What kind of position you were trying to work it in there?
It's not
hydrant.
usually
Try
like
to do a fire hydrant.
Are you going spread eagle or eagle spread or whatever it is? Fire hydrant, overpass.
Must have been a
it's
bolt.
not it's not that. It's when you know, you maybe travel to a different place.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That's not the usual.
yeah, because especially if you're in a relationship, I mean, you end up kind of just doing it the same way all the time, and then I think when you do try to experiment something with something, I think it's probably in your best interest to talk it through first before you try.
Usually there's alcohol involved.
There's alcohol involved a lot of times, but I think would you say your outcome could have been better if you had discussed it with her first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Bruce? Have you ever tried?
No.
You ever tried to
I-
put in? You tried to put in a new move there? Just slide in there with it.
I go in for the surprise. better to apologize and then ask permission.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, I didn't know that was there. Yeah.
Right, John? It's better to ask
Yeah.
forgiveness and then ask permission.
Yeah, I guess you could probably a little bit before the time. Yeah, that was you need to know a little bit before I'm not trying to Dutch oven on anybody right now. You got to find a really
it's nothing. I mean, far out. It's just but
yeah. No, the Dutch oven.
no, I meant
Yeah, that's bad. You don't do that to someone unless she's down for that shit.
No.
You get the Dutch rudder.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out the overpass.
The overpass is a tricky one. I think that one's gonna go. It's gonna go down in some.
I mean, that was not the overpass that they had in that diagram.
It might have been.
They were now both facing up.
Yeah, that one I think is going to. It's going to take a while to figure that one out. I think we're going to have someone actually. I'm going to have to.
There was the chairs involved in that.
I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet, guys, that I could go to Pornhub right now and type in the overpass and I'll find it. What do you think?
I don't know if they do have it. Do they have a search like that on Pornhub?
Yeah, they have a search. There's a search. You can put something up in there. I think if I were to put the overpass,
I was never allowed to.
I will do it, but I will
house,
not. I will not disclose the actual video on the show. But I will go ahead and do that right now. Hold on.
Right now, I will go ahead and do that right now.
Pornhub. We'll go to Pornhub. Pornhub.
Oh my God!
Here, I will not share. I will not share the findings. This is an adult website. I am 18 or older. Yes, enter. Hey, hello, ladies. Okay, the overpass. Overpass. Oh, shit. I have found the overpass. I have found the overpass.
Did it look like the other overpass?
It is, there's a couple different variants of it.
Are there chairs involved?
There are chairs involved.
There's a couch involved. Several of them. It's a couch, but the overpass is. Oh, okay. Wait. Yeah, I can't share any of that. I can't share any of that. You'll have to do it yourselves. Everyone out there, go to Pornhub.
Are they both facing up?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda. Brandon, have you heard of the sexual position, the overpass?
Who's on top, John? Who's on top?
The overpass. The overpass.
No. Who's on top of the overpass?
So the millennial, Brandon's a millennial. He does not heard of the overpass.
So, John, on the overpass, is the woman on the top layer of the overpass or the guy?
Both. Okay, now let's talk about the role media, internet culture, and memes in shaping our sexual language. If language were a cake, media and the internet would be the yeast causing it to rise, with memes adding the sprinkle on top. TV shows. Now, I'm sorry. It would help if I told you what part of the show we're at right now. We are at the 35 pop culture, sex terms, and sexual slang.
This is where we have to get Brandon's help.
Yeah, TV shows. The best way characters talk about sex can often shape how we do too. Think of how Friends with Benefits became a recognized term after the movie came out. So yeah, I still think. Do you think? Well, I know social media and the internet and all that has a lot to do with some of these terms and names for these
online
positions.
Dating.
Yeah, but I don't think. Do you remember it being called Friends with Benefits before that movie was out there? I'm trying to remember if it was just.
I would just see the FWB thing, and
it would be the term I remember. Ladies out there, don't attack me, but the fuck buddy. That was the term that I remember using, but it wasn't Friends with Benefits. It wasn't that term, but I remember using the other one before that one. Are you guys the same? Yeah. Internet communities, places like Reddit, Tumblr have their own logistic ecosystems for inventing and popularizing new terms. Ever heard of? I'm not even going to try to say that word. SAPIOSEXUAL.
Sapiosexual.
What the fuck is that?
So when I was on the dating sites, there were some terms I would literally have to go Google because I had no idea what the hell they were talking about. Saxophilia. That's one thing I would see on the sites. I'm going, what? Kevin,
would you like to share what that word means, or you know?
I actually don't know.
Oh, Brucey, you know what it is?
I have looked at it.
All right, I will unfortunately add it to my Google search. What it means is 41 signs and ways to attract them with intelligence.
Yep.
Being attracted to intelligence. Okay. So it's someone that is attracted to people that are.
There's a blast from the past.
That happens to me all the time. I get like, you're so smart, John, and I'm like, yeah, let's go to bed.
Look, Sarah's here.
Fucking Kevin just starts laughing. Who's here? Sarah. We missed you. We missed you, girl. Yeah, she is serving our country. Everybody salute Sarah.
Now,
salute her.
We did all the positions.
Everybody salute Sarah. There you go. Thank you for your service, Sarah. We appreciate everything you do out there.
Good thing you came in after all the positions, Sarah.
Yeah, you missed all the position stuff, but we learned. We're learning some new terms today.
No, we still have not really figured out the overpass. You're the only one.
We're still working. I know what the overpass is because I went to Pornhub and looked it up. So you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to add that to your search. I can't play that on here. Facebook would ban me like in a heartbeat. Memes. How memes are also another thing that have helped us come up with new words and terms for sexual positions.
I don't know what eggplant is. So
look at that art. Saluting Sarah as well. Boom. Yeah, Sarah.
I know what eggplant is on the meme. things.
Some of these are kind of stupid, like bang. Bang is the first one. Everybody knows what let's bang. You know, everyone has used. Have you used bang, Kevin or Bruce? It's kind of hard to use on a girl, but hey, let's go bang.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yes.
No, I can't say that.
That is
That's
the
made
term of my era.
Yeah.
It's-
That
It hasn't made my text typing. No.
yeah, it's kind of hard to, you know, sitting at the other end of the bar and just look over at her and go, "You want to bang?"
Right.
That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Number 2, one we all know, the booty call. Kevin, let our listeners out there that don't know what the booty call is. What is the booty call?
The booty call?
Mhm.
That's when you got a friend with benefits on lock, and you can call him at any time of the day or night and go get it.
That is correct. Kevin's helping. He's going to help us. Number 3, pop, desk pop, as we do at work. Desk pop, pop. There we go. That was for everybody that's watching from work. Get lucky. No, it's not about finding 4-leaf clover. No, it's not. This is a fun and coy term for having sex, often used when one is helpful but not certain of the outcome. Getting lucky.
That's an old one.
That is an old one.
Who was the song of the summer in like 2021?
Yeah,
Pharrell?
It's older than that.
Daft Punk?
it's probably older.
I
than
know
that.
it is.
We're doing that back in my prehistoric high school days.
Yeah. The snack. Have you ever used the snack? A compliment used to describe someone who looks really attractive or appealing. She's a snack. I don't think I've ever used that. Snack.
That's a little after our time, but I
Yeah.
am familiar with the term.
Yeah. I that's if it's still being used today, that's kind of weird. Thirsty. You know what the thirsty is? No, it doesn't mean you need a glass of water. The term is referred to someone who is overly eager or desperate for attention, usually of a sexual or romantic nature. She's thirsty. I don't think I've ever used "she looks thirsty" or "he looks." You know, you guys.
It's usually a term used like when women are describing guys.
I would think.
Yeah. It looks thirsty, but I remember women saying
I think it would be like more of a derogative term too.
Yeah,
it is.
I remember hearing he's a tall drink of water or tall glass of water, like describing a guy that. Bruce has never had that compliment being of his size. But a tall glass of water. Thirsty trap. Thirsty trap. Speaking thirsty,
I'm more like a shot.
Yeah,
more like a shot.
You've heard that one? A provocative photo or message posted on social media to attract attention.
But it's not called the thirsty trap. It's just called a thirst trap.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, the thirst trap. You are right. I'm sorry. THIRST. Yes. And that is someone that is posting on Instagram for. Are you on the page? Did you find the page, Kevin? Oh, no. Okay. Slide into the DMs. Slide into the DMs.
That's an old one, too.
That is an old one, too. We all know what that one is. I know what that one is. Number 8. I think we all used this one before. The quickie. The quickie. It's funny that these terms are still going on to 2025. It's like we've used them. Used them in the 80s, for Christ's sake. 70s, the quickie. The term refers to a brief and passionate sexual encounter while doing the overpass. You have to be doing the overpass to consider it a quickie because trying to do the overpass is going to put you in the hospital.
I thought it was the bamboo.
Yeah, no, the bamboo can hurt you. The cuffing season. We know what this one is. We talked about this one before.
We had that on the show, but that's kind of a new phrase, I think, or a newer phrase.
It is a newer phrase.
Yeah, it's newer.
So like snowballing.
Yeah, so we all know what that one means.
Snow globing. There it is.
Snowballing's an old one.
Yeah. The term refers to a period during the colder months when people tend to seek out committed relationships, often for the purpose of having a partner through the holiday seasons.
Yep, we discussed that during the holiday seasons.
Yeah. Well, they got, what do you call it? You can always get an escort. Would you, if you, all right, Kevin, I'm going to go to Kevin first. Kevin,
I don't know if we should be answering this question.
all
on the
right,
podcast,
Kevin,
John.
sit back, relax, lay down on the couch for this one now. If you had to, like, okay, your boss, you're having a Christmas party, your boss, you don't have anybody in your life. Your boss says, "Hey, we're having a Christmas party. You have to bring a date. You have to bring someone to the party." Would you,
+1,
if you couldn't get anybody, would you go through an escort service to have someone come and be your date for a Christmas party?
No.
No, even though you want to keep your job, you would never. No, you would
I'd
try to
take my
find
chances and fly solo. I'd take my chances and fly solo.
How about you, Bruce?
Oh,
The
hell
boss
yeah.
says, "Hey, you got to bring a date."
Oh, hell
Everybody's couples. It's a couples Christmas party at work, and you have to bring a date.
Yep.
Are you just going to try to find some random girl, or would you go through an escort service?
Well, it depends on who you're impressing.
That is true too. See, Bruce is thinking like I am. If the boss is saying this is a couple's Christmas party, and I have to bring somebody, and I could not find anybody to bring or anyone that I would want to bring, and yet I'm still trying to keep my job and impress my boss, I would pay for an escort.
Yeah, but
You know what I do?
I mean, the other
I'd
thing is
break my own leg.
Yeah, because I mean, you got
Yeah.
your buddies there, so it depends on how. I mean, if you're not well known in the company, you probably get away with it. But if you're well known in the company, you show up with an escort, the guys are gonna know.
Yeah, I'll
and
fuck
then,
that.
and the guys' wives are gonna know. And then
Yeah.
then it's like
How long have you guys been together? Oh, about 15 minutes.
About 20 minutes now. Yeah.
I got her for 2 more hours, and then she's got to
Would
go
you believe I met her right outside?
right outside, man.
Right outside.
Everybody knows what it means to smash. We know what smashing
Her name is. Wait, I got it right here.
I was kind of curious about that one. I've never been in like and we're not talking about just like a regular job like at a kind of construction site, but like that I've never been involved in that office, like in some big expensive building, and you're working with like 1,500 people and it's a big company and not type, but we're talking about that kind of situation. I think like for your regular normal Christmas party, you're not going to get in that situation. But I think there's some companies that do that stuff. We're having Christmas and it's a couple's party, and you don't want to be the guy that shows up with no one.
Yeah,
I don't think they can do that anymore in companies. Like,
yeah.
I was in the construction world. I wasn't in the corporate world.
Yeah, me either. Everybody knows what it means to smash. Kevin, what does it mean to smash?
Bang it out, John boy.
Hit it like a piñata. That's what this says on the fucking thing. Hit that shit like a piñata. I'm going to wreck that piñata. Number 10. Come on, Kevin. I know Kevin's going to get done. DTF.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm DTF. Down the foot.
Yeah. Brucey, have you ever used the DTF term?
No.
No, you have not. Bumping Uglies, number 12. Who's bumping ugly? Sexting, number 13. We know that one. These are all common ones. I can't believe they're still popular. Netflix and chill. We know what that one is.
Yep.
All right, let's see if you guys get this next one. Now they're getting a little trickier. NSFW.
Not safe for work.
Oh, Kevin, yeah. Don't bag the
NSFW?
NSFW, not safe for work. Would you like to explain the not safe for work acronym there, Kevin?
Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
I think it really came about with like Reddit and all that stuff, because you would scroll through posts and you could be out there looking for whatever, and they would be marking it not safe for work, so you would know not to click on it when you were in the office.
Yeah.
Oh, so that don't open that up. You're at work then.
That's right.
And bam, Hulk smash. Yeah, Hulk smashed that. All right, he smashed like a piñata. Horizontal tango. The horizontal tango.
We all knew it as the horizontal mambo, but whatever.
The mambo, the term adds a dash of Latin passion to the act of making love. Grab your dance partner and let the rhythm take control. Good luck. hard limits. Hard limits. Anybody? A term often used for BDSM practices to refer to an act.
Well, that's why we don't do it.
I didn't even finish the sentence, and Kevin's like, "Oh yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Activity or practice that an individual will not participate in under any circumstances." So remember, hard limits. That's pretty much like your safe word. That's my safe word, right? Or no,
that's things that are discussed that are off the table, like before you ever get started. That's what that is.
Yeah. Number 18. I like this one, and we've all used it, especially if you're Italian. Play hide the sausage. Play hide the sausage. Kevin, I knew Kevin was gonna like that one.
Yeah, that's a real womanizer one. Yeah, hey, baby, let's play hide the sausage in the bar. Yeah.
I just like when I said that, I was just like I was picturing Tony Soprano saying, "I want to play the hide the sausage." Boot knocking. We all know what that one is. We know what that one is.
Knocking boots.
Knocking boots. The bump and grind. Great song too. Great song. We all know what the bump and grind is. Doing the do. Doing the do. A term framed in Betty Boop's song, doing the do is a casual and somewhat innocent way to refer to sex. Doing the do. Doing the do.
God, you think you'd feel so stupid?
I was just like waiting for these new terms. When I was looking up this article, I was waiting to see words or phrases or acronyms that were just
unique.
Yeah. Number 22, and I'm just reading it off the chart here, ladies. Don't get upset at me, but number 22, the jizz. The jizz. Would you like to know what the jizz is? We're not talking about jazz music. It's not jazz music or a new rapper on the block here. This is somewhat silly term for semen. The jizz. The jizz.
That's seriously like like some like 1970s dad, like, son, are you smoking the pot? Like that's so like wrong. That's not how that word is used.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to read this whole thing. Okay, we're not talking about jazz music or a new rapper on the block. This is somewhat silly term for semen. Yes, we're not blushing too. Read, and then it says read in caps. It says, what does cum taste like? The honest truth from women in science. What? I'm not clicking that link. I'm not clicking it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to click that link. Tatas. Come on. See, this is what I'm talking about. Tatas. My dad used the word tatas. These are old. Give us something new. For jizzle's right. For jizzle. Donka bonk.
What?
Bruce, you don't know that one. It's
Donka bonk?
Donka bonk. Is that how you say it? I don't know. DA space DONKA DONK.
Wait, the badonkadonk?
The badonkadonk. There you go. I got that
yes, man. That's the ass.
That's a really old one.
Slangs I can't believe I got that so wrong.
You fucked that up so bad, John.
Cheers. I'm gonna get shit for that at work.
That sounds like
you deserve it.
That's what Sheldon says when he cracks a joke, right?
The donkabonk, right? There you go. Queening. Anybody? A sexual practice where one partner, typically a woman, sits on or is over the other face, typically to allow oral genitalia or oral anal stimulation.
And they call that what again?
Sitting.
We call it face
Q-U-E-A. It's Queening.
Queening. But it's just face sitting.
Yeah, it's face sitting pretty much.
But it's because she's the queen.
So she's the queen. So yeah. So she's probably yeah. Number 26, an old one, but a goodie, and we still use it. Hooters, an all-American term for female breasts, because there's something
in a
to
restaurant
about.
that serves chicken wings.
Yeah. The crown jewels. We know what the crown jewels are.
Yeah.
We're men. Number 28. See, these are lame. Melons. Come on, man. Nobody still calls them melons. You call them melons? When's the last time you used melons to describe a woman's breasts?
Never.
Never. Never. Yeah. Kevin trying to keep his dating status alive by saying
No,
never.
Most time it's
in my era, it was always like tits and knockers.
Knockers.
There was always nice rack. But,
Nice rack.
Yeah.
Got a nice rack, girl. FWB. We all know what that one stands for. Friends with benefits. Number 30. I never called it this, but man's milk. Man's milk. Rather direct and not a bit comical term for semen. Got milk, anyone? That's how it's written, guys. I'm just reading what's written. Edding. EDGING. Edging. I'm sorry. I can barely see it. A sexual technique where orgasm is controlled. Kevin, this is where you tell her, no, not now. Hold on. Correct?
Wait.
Go. Stop. Don't move.
This is when they take you to the edge of the orgasm.
It's practice alone or with a partner. Good. Yeah. Involving maintaining a high level of sexual arousal for extended period of times without reaching climax. That does not sound fun. That's all I'm saying. Does not sound. Twin Peaks. Come on. Seriously? Twin Peaks?
Was this article written in 1987?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think some of these are just stupid. Family jewels, a term we all know what the
back
family
to elementary schools on these shit, you know?
Baby batter, a cute yet geographic term for semen. I shoot your shot. I don't think I've ever used shoot your shot ever in my entire life. I ever used that term, shoot your shot. These were lame, guys. That's all I'm saying. I should have read this before we got on the show because none of those were any good. What is there? So I was curious. Kevin being from Chicago, now in Georgia. Oh, see Becky.
Oh, Becky. Boy. Your timing sucks tonight, Becky.
No, Becky, you have no clue. Your timing is actually pretty perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
You missed the encyclopedia of sexual positions.
Do you know what the no? I'm sorry. No,
overpass. You know what the overpass position is, Becky.
Bruce said it, Becky. So if you're gonna yell at anybody, send Bruce to his room.
We have not got a good description of that position yet.
Oh, I saw it on Pornhub. So if you want to know what the overpass is, go to Pornhub. And
John won't share.
I can't. You just shut this show down in a heartbeat.
Becky pleads the fifth. She knows and just won't tell.
Hey, Becky, we just want to know if you really know. Does it involve chairs? And are they both people facing up?
Did it involve chairs? Hey, who's looking at the ceiling and who's not? Rumor has it that you can really hurt yourself doing this one. Let me see here. Where was I? We gotta go. Actually, Becky's coming in at a bad time. She's actually coming in at a bad time.
Excellent.
She's actually coming in at a really bad time.
The overpass. It said the overpass position involves two chairs, and both people facing upward.
Upwards, yeah, both people facing upwards. Let me open up this area here. 35, Florida, 45 minutes. We did that one there. Hold on. Talks amongst yourselves for a second while John finds the right thing to talk about here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, actually, Becky's coming in at a really bad time. I apologize. I'm apologizing right now, Becky. So
we are off of pop culture and sexual slangs. So.
Yeah,
Becky, we love you, but why do you come here?
Yeah, we do love you. We do love you with our whole heart and soul. What are the top sex questions asked on Google. That's where we're at, Becky. We are apologizing right now, Becky. That's all I'm saying.
But we're not asking these questions.
It's not Kevin. It's not Bruce. It could be me, but not asking these questions on Google. Here are more detailed breakdowns of some of the top sex questions asked on Google. What is a speed bump position? Anybody want to take a
Man,
guess
I'm
on
still struggling with overpass.
it's what happens after the overpass falls and it becomes a speed bump and you have to go to the hospital.
That's what happens when the overpass collapses. It becomes a speed bump, huh?
These are the I'm gonna have to Google speed bump because I have no idea what speed bump is. Kevin, do you know what speed bump is?
No.
Of course, I go straight to Wikipedia and it shows me a speed bump on a road, but that's not what we're talking about. Wikipedia.
Speed bump. People are looking that up because they don't know either, right?
They don't know either. Here we go. Sex position. If you want to have a screaming orgasm during sex, then you need to try the speed bump sex position. Bad Girls Bible. That's where I'm getting this information from. Just so you know, there is a website called Bad Girls Bible.
First it says she lays down on her stomach while you do the worm over her. What?
No. All right. Let me just say you need equipment for this one. And it's her laying on one of those workout balls and you coming in from behind. That's the super. So
you need a little balance on that.
You're using the ball. Yeah, you're using what are these balls called? I forget what they're called. Medical ball or
yoga balls, right?
The yoga balls. Yeah, you're using the
exercise balls.
She lays down on her stomach while you do a worm over her. Yes, that's it basically. But you're supposed to, from what Bad Girl Bible,
you need the
Bad Girls Bible saying that you're supposed to have that ball with you as well.
The exercise ball.
The exercise ball. So if you're curious, buy yourself if you see a girl carrying an exercise ball, just keep.
They have a lot of exercise balls when I go to physical therapy.
Yeah, but I think they're using them for different reasons. So
yes, they are.
Bruce is going to adopt a new
not
thing.
Been a position they've put me in.
Bruce is going to come in. Bruce is going to come in with his own ball. He's just going to have this big smile on his face.
And then they're going to be like, Bruce, we need you to lay down on your stomach on the ball.
Hey, wait, no, I'm going to come in. I'm going to beat the go. Hey, how come you guys don't do the speed bump?
That's number two. The number two most asked question on Google. Can you have sex when you're pregnant? Are you surprised that is such a common question now on Google?
The kid may have recurring drama and nightmare, eventually in their life, but
or you can actually end up poking your son in the eye or daughter in the eye. So you got to be careful. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying. If your kid's born with a little dent on his forehead, you know what happened. I mean, all right. Just for shits and giggles, Kevin, you were a father, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Would this have been something you would have been concerned if you had the internet? And would this have been something you were concerned with? Like, can I do? Would you have asked Google this question? Is what I'm trying to get to. No. Would you have asked a physician if this was a? No, you wouldn't have been. You wouldn't even have tried to ask the physician, huh?
Because I know how fucking anatomy works.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I can see where this is.
Whether your wife is interested in doing it again.
That is true too. You might have to use one of your. Hopefully, like most married men,
you have to use one of your coupons.
Yeah, use one of your coupon cards, a free sex for one day card, and use that. Just so you can. God. What sex is let's see here. Why do oh my God. All right. I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to rephrase it before I read the next one. These are not my questions. I didn't look these up. These are the top questions asked on why do I bleed after having sex? Are you surprised that this is something that a woman is actually Googling on Google?
I would think they'd probably be concerned, yeah.
Yeah. I guess
Especially
that's
if it was
a
your first
scary
time.
point in time. Yeah, that would be a very scary point. I mean, okay, I'll tell you my Google from the toilet story. New Year's Eve. Oh, Becky, I'm not going to read that right now. Let me finish my story. Kevin will read it. New Year's Eve. I wake up. Well, I look. We probably in total there was 32 bottles of wine on the table. Gone. We drank them all, and then we're talking about maybe 6 people. So there was like at least 32 bottles of wine that were empty. We drank them all. That next morning, I go to the bathroom and I go take a dump. Sorry, everyone. And I look down, and it's white as a ghost. And I'm freaking out. And that's my first time ever Googling on toilet, like what the hell just happened. And it's the zinc. I guess the zinc from the wine does it. It's kind of like if you take too much Pepto-Bismol, it will turn your poop white. You guys ever heard that?
Black.
Yeah. What's that?
Black. Turns it black.
Yeah. No, mine was white. It turns it white, I thought.
Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol turns it black.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, the zinc does that to your body. Oh, dear. I'm sorry, Becky. I'm just sharing my little story.
Oh, dear God.
Sorry, Becky.
And now we know.
Oh, dear
right.
God.
Hey there, son of a bitch. All right.
If you overdo it on wine, you're gonna have white
Yeah,
shit.
don't overdo it. If your poop is white, you know what happened if you drank so many. But they're not numbered. How many dates should you go on before having sex? Are you surprised that's the top question on Google?
What was it?
Who's
I didn't
asking?
hear.
Guys or gals? I wonder on that one.
Yeah, how many dates should you go on before having sex? That's one of the top 10.
Oh. Nope, doesn't surprise me.
You're not surprised by that one, Brucey?
Me?
Yeah.
That's
How
not
many
something I
dates?
would- It just
It
depends
should
what
be. Yeah. Yeah. It's
depends.
kind of.
I mean, it's up to
It's
the.
it's up to you. I can
Yeah.
see, but I can see like someone
I mean,
doing
I've
that
had
just to
some
make
where it's
sure.
been the first date, and some where it's been the third date. So
I don't
depends.
know, Becky, how old they are.
Yeah.
How many calories do you burn during sex? That's top search.
Depends on how long you're going.
Yeah.
It's 30-second wonder, or you could be all nighter.
Oh shit. Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing and it went somewhere else. Boop, 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 boop. All right. How long? What is all right? Number 8.
Too much research here.
Safe answer. Know your partner's name and age, preferably, and their sexual history. And then, yeah, that's too much work, Becky.
That's just too much. Just too much.
Number 8. Disclaimer for the VS show. So, yes, we do advocate for safe sex. Put a condom on. Number 8. And I'm surprised that, and I am surprised, but I'm not surprised that this is one of the question. But what is anal sex? Are you surprised that's number 8 on the Google search engine for sex?
Becky, we're all abstaining until we're married.
For JT, no dating is required. That's true. Yeah. What is anal sex? Top the charts at number 8. Are you surprised by that one, Kevin?
No.
No. Brucey, are you surprised that
stupid, John?
No? People are stupid. I would be surprised to see, is anal sex okay? Or how do I get anal sex? Or something like that. But asking is what is
I
anal
have the anal
sex? Why do I have no sex drive? Females. That's a female question. I don't know. We'll have to ask the ladies in the group to answer that question for us. We don't know. We're still trying to figure it out, guys. We either get
let us know.
Let us know so we can write it down on our palm of our hands. Yeah. But we know it's okay. Number 10 makes me laugh because
you go.
Number 10 makes me laugh because of what Kevin has said, that people are stupid, right? Kevin has said that many times on all these. Number 10, How do fish have sex? Is top 10.
This is
Who
what I'm
the
fucking talking about, John.
now I have to completely and totally agree with Kevin. People are fucking stupid. That's all I'm saying. People are stupid. If you're asking Google, how do fish have sex? I, I don't know. Oh my
They
goodness.
don't. That's not how it works for fish. Fish lay eggs.
Fish lay eggs. Oh God. Hold on. Let me open Cosmopolitan. Yes, we're going to actually read an article off of Cosmopolitan. So be prepared. I decline. I don't want you to sell my information because it's horrible. You don't want to sell that stuff. I got to scroll through all these. Hold on here. I still want to. Oh, okay, so they're all basically the same questions. So it's all the same. What is anal sex? How do you have sex? Why do I have no sex drive? Females, answer that question for us out there. What happens to it? Where does it go? We'd like to know where it goes. So we know what gaslighting is in a relationship. We do know that. What does exclusive mean? What does exclusive mean in a relationship? Kevin, answer that for the ladies. What does exclusive mean in a
Exclusive means
relationship?
that you are not seeing other people. Your relationship is exclusive with the one person you are dating and talking to.
Yeah. Art, I've never done it fishy style. Kevin, have you done fishy style?
I mean, yes.
Bertha, that was the question. That is the number 10 asked question of sex on Google. I'm not kidding you. I'll show you. I'm not lying. That is the number 10 top question. And Kevin is correct. People are fucking stupid. If you're actually going to Google to ask Google how fish have sex, that I think you've got issues. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, right there. I'm the do.
I said,
How do?
Becky. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah. Fish release their eggs? There we go. Becky's going to give us the scientific term for it.
That's how that works.
Yeah, and bam, you got babies, man. Babies. That's how it happens. That's just the way it happens. We we don't need to know. I don't need to know more about it. Oh wait, I scrolled too far. The bourbon's hitting me, man. Hold on. Where did long? Oh, you had to get up and walk, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say he probably had to walk. His knees need exercise.
Again, I double checked this, and I don't know who brought it up on a prior show, but it is correct. If Kevin or Bruce were to have a heart attack on the show and we don't call 911 or call someone to save him, we are reliable. Did you know that, Kevin?
Liable, not reliable.
Did I say reliable? Liable.
You
I'm
did
sorry. Bourbon. This episode of
liable.
the
Really? So that makes you liable if you don't do anything, huh?
if we do not do nothing and just sit here and keep talking while Bruce is having a fucking, I don't know, massive heart attack, we could get in trouble for it. So I just,
John, call him now just in case for a wellness check.
yeah. So after the show's done, please, everybody in our show, please leave your contact number and a number to call in case of an emergency so we can make sure to save your life, because I don't want to be liable, not reliable, but liable for your death.
If you didn't call while one of us was dying, you would literally be the opposite of reliable.
Yes, exactly. 1-900 fish me? No, Becky. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
If I'm dying on the show, just call Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo. Okay. I don't know who that is, but I will do my
I mean, maybe it was so back in like the 90s and 2000s. She had like infomercials, and she
I
did, like magic ball stuff. Miss Cleo, call me now.
Yeah, I remember.
That Jamaican woman.
Hopefully you text us and let us know you had a heart attack, even if you're off screen, bro.
Sorry, guys, I'm dead.
Hey guys, guess what? I'm having a heart attack. All right, Bruce. Call 911. He's smoking a cigar. He smokes a cigarette. He doesn't smoke a cigarette. Google 911. How would you do? You can't call 911 and like if you were to get hurt and I called 911, it wouldn't do me any good calling 911 here and saying, "Hey, Kevin had a heart attack in Georgia."
They would probably just route you to like a local.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Cigar and moving the knee. Yes. Are you trying the overpass right now, Bruce? Are you trying to you can't do with the bad knee, you couldn't do the overpass. You couldn't do it, Kevin. I might get a cramp.
Stop.
I may get a cramp. I don't know what I'm more than a cramp. I probably split it. I probably bust my back trying to do that thing. I don't know. I'm not trying that move. I'm not at all trying that move. What else you want to talk about? We actually went through all our things and we're an hour and 35 minutes. See, this is the difference between having a female interrupt us all the time on the show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no. Oh no.
I love you, Deana. I love you, Deana. Oh man. What do you want to talk about, Kevin? You got something on your mind? You want to get some release?
No, I got nothing.
Here, I'm going to be the hostess with the mostess here, and I'm going to semi-interview Kevin. Kevin, what is? Give us a rating of the females in Georgia that he run into. Where would you rank them between 1 and 10 that you've run into so far? Poor Kevin.
Like, 3.
A 3. Whoa, in Georgia, 3s.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the middle of nowhere, Georgia.
That is true. You are in the middle. But would you rate? How would you rate the Chicago women? Now, were you over there? Were you in the big city part of Chicago, or in
I mean, I was in the suburbs, but I was
suburbs.
But I also lived not downtown, but I lived like in Wrigleyville for like 3 years too.
Mm-hmm.
I would rate them like a 7 or an 8.
Becky's asking you, have you left the house? Have you left the house? Yes, he has.
Not a lot, Becky, no.
I know this is difficult talking about other women when Becky's on here because you are the love of her life. So would you say, oh, how do I put this without offending all the women out there? Intelligent wise, would you say where would you say where would it sway more to? Because I picture you a guy that needs to have an intellect one that's just not about sex or just appearance and looks, but it has to be someone at your level.
I need somebody that I can like debate.
Right, exactly. You're Sicilian, so you have to have an argument point. I am the same way. It doesn't have to be an intelligent conversation, but I want some fight back. I don't want a constant submission. I don't want someone that just says yes all the time. Do you feel you're getting more here or there?
Conversation, like I want someone that if I like bring them to a party, like they can go off and be independent on their own. Like I don't need a mouse following me around all the time.
Becky's thrown out a question here for you. Has someone inspired you mentally, emotionally, and attracted to them?
Ooh. No.
Not yet, huh? Bruce writes robot. I need a cuddle robot. That's what I need. I know you are. I love your question, and that's a good question. Kevin, no one, huh? No one.
No. But to Becky's point, I don't leave my apartment all that much. Like working from home, I don't really go anywhere.
See, that's the tough part. I mean, that's the thing that I kind of went through for a long time was working from home and not. I tried to go out every week, at least once or twice a week, just to get around people because I felt like I needed needed communication. I needed people, and this show kind of helped, and the other shows that I did. But for a long time, I sat at the desk here at the house, and I worked from home, and I didn't. The only time I had actual communications with anyone was on Monday morning with our team meeting. So every Monday morning at 8 a.m., we'd have our team meeting for an hour, and I would sit there and just take notes the whole time, and that was my only interaction with other people outside of the house. So for me, it was just like, hey, John, I got to go. And that's the reason I stopped working from home and took this job where I'm at now, is because I just felt like I needed to be around people again. And I was getting to that point. And it was almost 10 years from working at home. And I would say the first 3 or 4 years was really hard. And then you get into that comfort zone where it's just like, I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to comb my hair. I don't have to brush my teeth, and there's a stretching period of time where you go through that stage, and then you're trying to fight back, yourself, like, hey, today I'm getting up, I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to brush my hair, I'm going to get dressed. And you got to try to reorganize your life to get back to that normalcy. And it's tough. And for me now, it's just being able to go out and be, for 6 hours or 8 hours, just be around people has just been amazing for me. And it's just changed the way I look at things, because I'm sure you, like my cousin, I think he's going on since 2000 or 2020 when COVID hit. So he's been working from home this whole time, and he loves it, but he goes out at least twice or 3 times a week. And you have to do that. You have to do that. I was just kind of curious.
It's a double whammy for me because like there is not a lot out here either. Like even if I want to go out, there's like 2 tiny ass bars in this town, and then there's like this entertainment complex that's really just for like young adults. So like there's nothing out here.
That's what I was going to just ask you, what the entertainment was like. Do you feel that the entertainment that is out there is there any that is kind of focused on your generation, your age group? So you're 90s kids. You're none, huh? Because you're 90s teenager. So you're going to be, you want to be, I know how 90s kids are. So you're kind of just like Gen Xers, where you just kind of want to be around 90s kids. You don't want a bunch of little young punks running around at a bar, stealing all the women from you.
Oh, I mean, I don't care about any of that, but I mean, like, I don't want to go hang out with 20-year-olds though.
Mm-hmm. That is really.
But what else? What else? Hang with 20-year-olds, Kevin.
I work with them, and I'll be honest, I'm really surprised. I don't know if I'm really lucky with the and I'm not just saying this because I know they're watching, but I'm really lucky. The group that I'm with that are in that age group, the 21 to 25, they all have great work ethics, and they're good people. They're really nice people, and for me, I got lucky because I don't know if I would have been able to handle going back to work with a unmature 21-year-old or 18-year-old. You know what I mean? I am myself immature greatly, but I don't know if I could have dealt with that. So I'm lucky that I'm actually working with people that are in that age group that have great work ethics and can take a joke, man. I think that's like the hardest thing is with today's world is you can't erase 40 years or 50 years of what you've grown up being. And then all of a sudden being in a work environment where you automatically have to adjust. It's difficult. So no lucky Georgia lady yet.
No
Southern belles.
No Southern. He rated. I know he said he's in the suburbs part or the outskirts of Georgia, but I'm kind of surprised.
I mean, I'm like 30 to 45 minutes away from a town.
Yeah, you're quite a ways away.
In Georgia that I'm in, there's like one major cross street, and then I'm like,
how did you end up there?
Walmart, Target.
Oh, he's trying to be. He was trying to be closer to his daughter. So yeah. So he's got to pick wherever driving distance.
Yeah.
Hey, and it, that's awesome. So I would have done the same thing, but now I'm trying to get away from mine, so I moved to North Carolina. Becky,
So was your daughter with the ex-wife? Is that why was the ex-wife there too?
Yeah.
he's a good dad. Good dad. Instead of having to shuffle her from back and forth from Georgia to
We did that.
Chicago. Yeah,
We did that for almost
that's
8
tough.
years.
Dude.
So how did
That's
the
tough.
ex end up in Georgia? Just like for work or?
Wouldn't
you want to get as far away from Kevin as possible?
This is where this is where the biological dad is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm surprised she didn't move all the way to the other side of the country to get away from Kevin.
She wanted to. She tried real hard.
And what else? You have a question for Kevin? Kevin's on the couch today. So you have a question, Bruce, you would like to ask Kevin?
At least he's not doing his enchilada again. So.
Yeah, we need to get Kevin. We're just gonna bully for the next 15 minutes, guys. So just get used to it. We got to get Kevin one of these days to just whip out the guitar and just rip some music for us.
He does bass.
No, he's not bass.
I thought he was guitar.
He's guitar. He's guitar. We're gonna get him to do that.
I'm not a lead guitarist though, so I can't noodle for you, which is what everybody likes to see.
Yeah. You're welcome. But Bertha, you're the hardest working 25-year-old I've met in my entire life, and I'll be honest.
I'm dog sitting. The dog is being.
I'll be honest. You are a breed of its own. I don't think I've ever met any.
Dee's back.
Yeah, I worked my ass off at 25, but let's see here. Yeah, I had 3 kids too, so I had to work my ass off. But just to see a 25-year-old just bust her butt and show up to work every day, work 2 jobs, that's crazy. And D, we will have Kevin. I'm going to. I picture Kevin, like if we ask Kevin to play a song, it's going to be a Pearl Jam song because that's their thing. No, look at it. No, it's not Pearl Jam.
I hate Pearl Jam.
Oh probably my God.
Probably a jazz guitarist.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the ring?
I can play some Metallica for you guys.
Yes, there we go. Metallica.
Some Kill Switch Engage.
Fam Bam out there would like to know. I know because this is his favorite all-time band, but he wants to know can you play any Creed? Arms Wide Open.
Creed?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I haven't seen. I want to see Stairway to Heaven. That's a nice long
Stairway to Heaven.
Scott Stapp can get the fuck out of here, and Mark Tremonti's a little overrated.
Yes, Fam Bam says some Slayer. I'm sure Kevin can rip some Slayer. I'm sure he can play some Slayer.
Probably. I haven't played Slayer in a long time.
What's funny is I like with music. I don't know what's going on with me. I'd say like the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I don't make fun of me here, but I just love jazz. I don't know what it is. It's just no music. No lyrics to it. Just piano, a bass, guitar every now and then, saxophone. Just so smoothing and comfortable to sit back and just kind of listen to it. I don't know.
I thought he'd be like playing Frankie Sinatra or something like that.
Yeah, I do listen to some big band stuff every now and then, but most of the time, like if I wanted to relax and I want to sit in my recliner and just listen to music. Well, hold on. Let's ask. Hey, what was his name?
Justin. Isn't it Justin?
Julian.
That's why we can't
Julian.
And he's sitting right next to Don too. Really.
Julian, your thoughts. Julian.
Who are you?
Julian didn't make it.
Julian, what do you think?
What do you think, Julian? What your thoughts?
Julian, what's your opinion?
Yeah, what's your opinion? Well, how about you,
what's
Kevin?
Music, and let us tell you why we don't like it.
What soothes you? What soothes you as far as music? When you're listening to music at home by yourself, and you want to relax, what are you listening to? I know that's different than being in a car. Yeah.
Man, I don't listen to music that way. Like, people are ashamed when they look at my Spotify my playlist because all I have is like my liked songs playlist. I don't organize it. I don't
Oh, you don't
separate
have
it
like
by.
a playlist? You don't have a playlist already made for like
No,
relaxing? That's I'm surprising. I know you're a musician, so I would assume that you would have like a playlist already made, like and labeled like
no, because I like jumping around. I don't like keeping it in one genre or doing anything. Like there's days when I'll jump from like dance music to metal to industrial to
mm,
one of my guilty pleasures, like some electro swing. Like I'm all over the place.
yeah. How about you, Bruce? What do you
Well,
listen
I'm a
to
big
relax?
techno. Yeah.
You listen to techno? No, you don't. Fuck that, dude. Techno. I can see Bruce up there with fucking Paris Hilton. When is she gonna get away with? She needs to stop disco or that.
No,
Yeah, no,
I'm
I just
country. I'm country.
You're country straight all the time.
Yep.
It's just country the whole time,
Yep.
even in the house. I was gonna say when you're cleaning the house, but Bruce has a maid, so he doesn't clean his
It only comes
house.
once a month. So I'm doing it the rest of the time.
Yeah. No, I have I have my playlist. I have like going to work playlist. And that, like once I get in the car and my tablet thing or whatever that thing is called on my screen on my car, as soon as I get in the car and I turn it on, it links to my phone and goes straight to Spotify and it plays work jams. And that's all metal. And it's Korn, from Metallica, Slayer, or just to get me pumped up because I know I'm going to work. And then on the way home, my as soon as I turn my car on, the screen will come up and it'll say home 15 minutes, and then it'll start playing like relaxing slow jams from the R&B 80s stuff to go home to. It's like, that's how bad I am, dude. It's like my phone, and the screen in my car know me, so it knows I'm going home, and it'll pop up home 15 20 minutes. It'll let me know if there's traffic, and then it'll start playing 80s slow R&B jams, and I'm just chilling on the way home. That's how it is.
Yeah,
We had
country, Becky, but I do know the old rock and roll songs. So
Yeah, classic rock.
classic
Oh,
rock.
that my
Yep.
heart broke the other day, and I don't know if it's just, it's something I knew was coming, but like I was at a YouTube channel and I was scrolling through some channels and it said classic rock 80s. And it just broke my heart because it was just like, is 80s classic now? That's classic
Oh my
rock.
God. John,
They were doing it.
I can't begin to describe to you what it was like the first time that I heard like one of my favorite bands is like backing music for a commercial. And
Oh,
then like the first time that I like Stranger Things when it made like Metallica's Master of Puppets popular all over again. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah,
God, now all these children listen to this. It's nuts.
yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And
They were
I
using an
know.
example of like Back to the Future, and they were
Yeah,
using the time span from when Marty McFly went back in the past.
yeah.
They said the gap now between when the movie came out
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. I saw
we're
that.
living now is the same time span.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And yeah, no, I know like the term for classic is 25 years, correct? Or anything that's over 25 years or no, is it 50?
I'm
Is it
not sure what the
No,
25 or
actual
no,
50?
number is.
no, it's got to be 25 because like
Yeah,
AC/DC, that was classic rock for me.
that is correct. Yeah. So classic rock or anything classic that is termed as classic is 25 years old. But it was just, I realized how long the 80s have been, but it's always been 80s, like it's always been 80s music or 80s R&B or 80s rock. It's now all of a sudden seeing it being categorized as classic. It just kind of like, it's like, it's like, no.
Well, at least they're
Uh,
not calling it oldies yet.
yeah, exactly. That's the next term, correct, Kevin? I mean, it's classic rock and then it's oldies. I mean, it's just like that's the
Oh,
next.
yeah.
For Art out there and for Frank, your thoughts on all right? Be honest. Don't go. We are actually. It's funny that we're doing this, but we are planning a music show, and I don't know if I told you about that, Kevin.
You
but
did.
we are putting a music podcast together, and we're going to go through 40 years of music on the show, and I'll make sure I get you.
John
I'll
is
let you.
singing a
Yeah,
melody of all the songs, so
yeah,
he's going to
yeah,
show you a
yeah.
short clip it,
Yeah.
you
So
know, of all of them.
we're gonna stick to the to like 40 years of music and then each genre. So we're not gonna do the new genres that that's the thing that drives me crazy is music
Techno?
that was being, yeah, it's been categorized, you know, it's been in this gender for so long now. It's been moved to another one. Like, you know, it just for me, alternative and all this other new terms. I know Art, you want to be part of that show. Because I do need two people that understand rap because I'm not a rap guy. I've never been a rap guy. So, you know, understanding what rap music, how I understand what rap music has done to the industry from the 90s on, but I couldn't tell you who that rapper is or who that rapper is or what song he sung. I couldn't do that. But
Oh yeah.
give me your honest, I want you to, Art, don't get mad out there, Art. I'm going to name two bands, and I don't want you to go to the norm. Okay, I want your opinion, not what social media has done to these two bands. I want to say the first one, Nickelback.
I love Nickelback.
Okay, Kevin.
Nickelback is what happens when you take a band and you corporatize it.
Yeah, but okay, and I want to, because the band that wrote a song about that is Nirvana, and their song is basically they did the same thing. That was one of his beefs with music was that he got corporate. He got, you know, he got, which makes no sense. You finally get played on the radio and now you feel like shit. It never made any sense to me. And it's like, isn't that the whole goal of the band is to get a gold plated album, get a platinum album, get on
Yeah,
the radio?
but there's a fundamental difference. Like Nirvana, like they wrote songs about how shitty the
Yeah.
industry was and how hard it was to work with record executives, but they still like bucked the norm and they stayed unique and they stayed true to themselves. Nickelback is an example of what happens when you like let them in and like you allow like executives and record producers to just start writing everything for you. Um,
Oh, okay. Okay.
all of your stuff starts to sound really the same.
Okay. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I get that. And you can put Nickelback in that category, especially their later albums. They all started to sound the same.
Oh yeah, their earlier albums were much
Yeah,
better.
their
Their later
earlier
albums
albums, yeah,
got
they were good stuff. They were
commercialized.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
all right, you ready? Creed.
I mean, oh, so Creed's a rough one because like Creed was actually a semi decent band, but then Scott Stapp is a diva and he was a drunk
Yeah,
and
it was a
he
big
caused a
time.
lot of issues for the band.
Yeah,
And they're like one of the only bands that got a lot of popularity that were a Christian rock.
fast. Yeah, fast too. Creed jumped up the charts quick. So did Nirvana. I mean, not
They did.
Nirvana, Nickelback.
Oh
Nickelback
yeah.
too.
I mean, Nirvana did too, because Nirvana was like pretty much the birth of a whole new genre. Like
Right,
they
right.
invented a new style of music.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell a funny story. Is I liked Creed when Nirvana when it first came out. It was different for me. It was a different type of music for me, being an '80s kid. And
Yeah.
then I didn't realize at first because I was on the road a lot. I was driving truck a lot. So when I came home and I saw my sweet little cousin, who was just this nice Catholic schoolgirl, turn into this grunge look, and it was just like, what happened to my sweet? And I didn't realize how
Yeah.
much, because we went through it, you know, I went through it, you know, 80s rock was big, you know, everybody was running around with, you know, Guns N' Roses t-shirts, ACDC, the black leather, the 501s, the Vans, the ripped up white t-shirt. And I didn't remember that part of my life. And then all of a sudden seeing how music, you know, transformed my little cousin into this whole different person
Yeah.
was pretty friggin' crazy. You know, the black lipstick, and I'm just like, what the hell happened to my little cousin, man?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I look forward to I want to do something I've been planning for about almost 2 years is putting together a show just on music, just on the different generations of 50 years of music and how it's transformed, all of us. And it's just weird now. It's like getting in the car. And like I said, just knowing my music now is classic. And, it's going to be strange for you.
You want my most controversial take on music, John? The Beatles were not as important as everybody made them out to be.
No, I don't think so either. I'm with you on that camp. I'm sorry that this show's not about sex right here at the end. We apologize for that, but I do not consider the Beatles the greatest rock and roll band of all time. I don't put them at number one. I do not.
Well, and if they didn't do what they did, another band was going to do it, because there was a lot of bands that were heading in the same direction as the Beatles at the same time.
Hermits, they about sound the same, and
yeah. I mean, you grew up in that era, Bruce. I mean, did you feel like, what the hell's going on here? What's the big deal?
I wasn't a big Beatles fan.
No, I don't think a lot of guys were big Beatles fans. I think there was a small portion of men that were big Beatles fans.
Yeah, I mean, it was more of a women's thing than the guys, I think.
Yeah.
Well, when the Beatles released like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, like that was when like their music got a little bit trippy and weird, and that's when all the guys jumped on the bandwagon. They're like, "Oh, they're awesome! They're so deep."
Yeah. Well, yeah, they had to go from that. I'm sorry for those that are Beatles fans out there, but if you were to put the early Beatles albums in today's pop culture or today's music world, it'd be pop. It's not rock and roll.
100%. 100%. When they first got on the scene, like, they were doing the same shit that the Monkees were doing.
Exactly. And
the Monkees were pretty good.
Yeah, I love the Monkees, dude. I love the Monkees, and I never understood that. Kevin brings up a great point. It's like, why did the Monkees take off? I mean, it was the same
TV show.
It was the same. Yeah, they went the TV show route. They did.
Yeah.
But you listen to early Beatles stuff and listen to the Monkees. I mean, that was the same shit. That was the same beat, the same rhythm. Everything was the same. The only difference is it was John, Rico, or what? God, I hate that. Reno and Ringo Starr, and
only had one English guy. That was Davy Jones. All the other guys were all American.
They were all American, yeah. And then you put up like you put up the stuff that came out in the late '60s, and that's the kind of the for me, like, and probably Kevin as well. I mean, '60s
bunch.
The late '60s rock, that shit was fucking not just the music, but if you ever take a time to just kind of sit there and listen to the lyrics of the rock that was coming out in the '60s and '70s.
That was '70s. That was the Eagles.
That was heavy shit. There was some heavy
Eagles, shit. 3 Dog Night. Let's see.
Just to fuck with
Kansas.
Bob. Hotel California sucks, Bob. Just in case you're listening, that's one of my worst hated songs.
I love that song.
John Henley can go to hell.
Eagles had a lot of guitar stuff in there. So.
I just like fucking with Bob with the Eagles. No, there's great music.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, Bruce, you know what, man? You could be part of the country section. If you know your country music, you got to know your country music if you want to be on this podcast. This is not going to be guys
I like a lot of the music, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not good at picking up the artist names and stuff like that, because there's so many new artists out there now. There's a lot of good songs out, but
country's a mess right now. That's
there's
all
just so many new artists out now. So
when Beyonce can have the #1 country album, fucking things are getting a little weird in the countryside.
Yeah, I don't consider that country.
Yeah. All right. The show's got too intelligent, so we're going to swing back to sex. Brucey, what did you learn today? Did you learn any new terms? Any of those terms new to you, other than the overpass? The overpass.
The overpass is new.
Hey, Taylor, I'm going to give her credit. I'm going to give Taylor credit.
I can't believe you didn't mean Taylor Swift's married. She's not married.
Yeah. Did she get married? Am I out? Am I done? Did he propose to her finally? Don't break my heart
What
on
sounds
live
like
on the
you wanna
show.
listen to?
I'm going to Google that right now. Go ahead, Brucey. What did you learn today?
Nothing.
Come on, you didn't learn that.
People are stupid.
Well, Kevin is pretty much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Kevin. If we would have listened to Kevin the first 10 minutes of the show, we would have known.
What's anal sex?
What is anal sex? No, my brown-eyed girl. Da, da, da.
And I think
You my
there's a
brown-eyed
lot
girl.
of positions that have multiple names.
Yeah, were you surprised that there wasn't any new slang? Urban Dictionary, the first years of the internet, like
there
the
was
first
only
10 years.
one or two that we didn't recognize.
Yeah, they were just
Everything else was like. So I guess we're pretty much up on slang.
Yeah, I mean, we actually can if we were walking the streets among some young kids, we could use the words and we'd fit right in because they were the same words we used.
Out and go, hey, tatas, nice tatas.
Look at those tatas.
You got to be able to use words like no cap and you got to Sigma and yacht.
Oh hell! Look what Becky's gonna send us all. Make sure it's in a plain paper bag. I don't want my mailman know I'm getting the Kama Sutra.
I have the
unless it's a male woman.
Yeah, if it's the woman, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Would you say, Kevin, you have the poster above your wall on your window?
No, I have the full-size hardcover of the Kama Sutra.
There you go. Shit. Signed by the person who wrote it.
Yeah, signed by Mr. Kama himself.
Is that his first name or his last name?
Yeah, his first name was Ooh.
Come on.
No. I'm not going to make fun of China. I was good the whole show. I'm not going to do a French accent or a Chinese accent.
Let's not be racist.
Another thing I was shocked was that semen has so many different words for it now. Yeah.
What, Elon? What were you saying, Elon?
Oh my God! No.
All right,
Kevin. No, I'm not trying the new flavored ice cream, John.
Are you not going to try the ice cream? God, I'm going to order it for all you guys.
Becky doesn't know what we're talking about now.
Yeah, Becky, you don't know what there's a breast milk flavored ice cream that's out there. They're promoting it because of the new pump. They got a new breast pump that's coming out, and the company that's designing the new breast pump is going to have another company make a flavored breast milk ice cream. So, and it's not made by real breast milk; it's artificially flavored breast milk. Because the U.S.
we gotta go.
Okay, Kevin, what did you learn before we go, Kevin? We can't end the show without learning what you learned.
I learned that John needs to take it easy on the bullet bourbon when we're on the show.
That is it. And Kevin, I will.
You better ask Julian what he thinks of that.
Oh, hold on. Hey, your thoughts, Julian? Julian, your thoughts? Okay, yeah. Thank you. All right, guys, we are out of here. Kevin, I'll keep you updated on that. I've been working on that show for about 2 years, so it's just trying to get all.
Let me know how that ice cream goes, John.
You're getting the fucking 1 gallon drum of it. You're gonna eat 1 gallons of that ice cream. We are out of here. Everybody, look into the camera. Hey, boy, by the way, thank you everybody on chat. We always appreciate seeing you guys out there.
Thank you, everybody.
Good timing. Everybody, look at the camera. Wave goodbye, and Kevin, wave goodbye. Kevin, the nice way. There we go.
The hands stay here now, John.
The hands are here.
They don't go any higher. They just stay right here.